Hey, I'm back. Welcome back. This is Lenny Schmidt's Quarantine Comedy. Thanks for being here, man. I was out of town for 2 weeks, and now we're back. We're live. Well, we're on YouTube, so that's about as live as we're possibly going to be. But sit back, enjoy the show. Today's guest, Jimmy Shubert. He'll be out in a second. Thanks for being here, man. Enjoy the show. Hey, welcome back to Lenny Schmidt's Quarantine Comedy, guys. Thanks for being here. First of all, thanks to everyone that came out to the shows in Chicago and supported me live at Zany's for 2 weeks, man. My brother in Rosemont, and then last week it was in Chicago. We were downtown all week, man. It was a blast. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people came out, saw the shows. It was great. Jim Belushi came out Saturday. It was a big weekend in Chicago. Big 2 weeks in Chicago. So for those of you that flew in from out of state, thank you very much for being there. And the rest of you guys, thanks, man. We're back here at the old Quarantine Comedy, man. We're back. We're right here. I'm back in my house. I got stuff behind me. Like the video. I keep forgetting to say that earlier. Like the video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the video. Follow the channel. All that stuff. I really appreciate it. It would help me out. It would go a long way. Besides that, how you guys doing, man? Thanks for being here. I just got back from the gym. I literally just flew in last night, so I'm a little scattered and a little confused. But it's good to be home, man. It's good to be back in L.A. where it's 106 degrees, yeah, and we're wearing masks again. Yay! We're wearing fucking masks again. It's great. It's good. It's awesome. It was great at the gym. I love nothing better than cardio while you're wearing a fucking mask. Thank you. I love that. Inhaling mouthfuls of cotton when I'm trying to get healthier. So that's what I got going on. Let's go to the board immediately because it's been a long time since I've talked to anybody, and we're going to do that now. Ben Magley, how are you, buddy? Thank you so much for driving all the way down from Green Bay to see the shows. So many of you guys did that. Lori Solanka also came in from out of state. Shauna Johnson came in from out of state. And everyone else, how are you guys doing? Myrtle's here. Robin Greenberg. Larry Warden, man, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Ben Magley, I'm sorry. I apologize. Congratulations to Ben Magley and all of the other Milwaukee Bucks fans. You guys should be very proud, man. I know what it's like to win a championship. Well, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. I know what it's like to watch my team win a championship. I'm sorry. I'm one of those idiots that goes, I know what it's like to win a championship. No, I have no idea. But I know what it's like to watch your team win one. So thank you. Congratulations, guys. I wish you the best. You should be happy. It was very impressive. Gar is here. Mike Garcia, good to see you, buddy. I saw you a couple times over the thanks for coming out to the show. The pizza night. The Sox game was fun. I went to the White Sox game 3 times over the weekend. Saw a doubleheader with the daughters Monday. And it was a walk-off 3-run homer to end the game. It was a good weekend, man. I had a really good time in Chicago. Vince Mulligan is here. Rachel Zimmerman, thank you, guys. Thank you. It's good to see you guys again. It's been a long time. Alex is even here. Alex and Erica. And by that, I mean just Alex, whose wife is pregnant, and he's building a pool. So for him to take time to watch the show, that's pretty cool. And, yeah, we're back to Blue Cups. Everything's back to normal. Couple quick announcements before I bring your guest out. I had to mention that this podcast is going to stop running sometime in August. August 4th was the tentative end date because the quarantine's over. So there's no more quarantine comedy. So I'm going to relaunch a new podcast in October. But this show will go a little bit longer for a couple of reasons. One is my first couple of weeks of cruise ship gigs were canceled. So I will be still on land until August 17th, so we'll have a couple more shows. The last quarantine comedy show will probably be August 11th, not August 4th, just so you guys know. You guys are following the show on a regular basis. I'll figure out the scheduling soon. I'm going to do that in the next couple of days. Also, if you're in L.A., you guys asked, I am back in town, and I'm playing L.A. next week in July. July 31st, I'm playing the Comedy Chateau over there in North Hollywood. Come on out. I'm going to plug the show starting tomorrow. I'm headlining the show, and in L.A., that just means you go last and you do more time than everyone. That's all it means. Like on the road, when you headline, it's like an hour. Here, Just give me like 20 minutes. I'll do. That's it. But that's for LA. That's pretty good. So I'm going to close the show for LA. So there we go. Keith Running's here. He's good. Rachel Zimmerman. All right, man. Irvy's here. Ben Magley. Oh, White Sox Brewers this weekend, Ben. That's a big series, dude. The White Sox are looking good. That team looks great, man. If you're a Sox fan, it was it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to get through the rebuild and see how good we are. So there we go, man. So we have one guest this week. That's it. And it's a guest that several of you, including especially Keith Runyon, has asked for on a weekly basis since he was here last time. And now he's back. So this guy, he's a good friend of mine. Let's take I've known Jimmy Shubert over 30 years, easily over 30 years. And let's take I tried to find a clip of him from 30 years ago, and I found one, but it's dark, and I can't play it. So we're gonna play this one. This is this is Jimmy Shubert. Guys, sit back and enjoy. Watch my good friend, the one and only Jimmy Shubert.
I love it. I love the animal rights people. I love the lunatic fringe of any special interest group. I love they don't want you wearing fur. Don't wear fur. Don't wear fur. Don't wear fur. They don't care when you wear leather, really. Just fur. I'm guessing that's because it's much easier to harass a woman than it is a biker. And that would be my guess. Otherwise.
Folks, that's our good friend right there. Here he comes, one and only Jimmy Shubert. Look, there he is. Bam! Live and in person.
Hey,
Jimmy.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, brother?
How are you, man?
I'm good, man. How's life in Florida?
It's fantastic. I swear, man, I'm living my best life down here. I've been doing 3 times a week. I work with a trainer for about an hour, do 30 minutes of cardio, got a little bit of break, and then I go to hot yoga for about an hour and a half. So, it's good. I'm actually enjoying it. I guess the quarantine, the whole thing about is like I haven't been traveling as much as I usually do, and so I've been able to focus on my own life a little bit, which is nice, and take care of some things I've been meaning to take care of.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to be home for a while, right? I kind of got used to being home a little bit over the last year and a half.
Yeah, that's the thing, and the funny thing is are people even going to want to go back out on the road again?
Yeah, I know.
I've talked to several people and said, yeah, I'm done.
Well, a lot of ship guys are the same way. I know a lot of ship guys are they're like, I'm done. Especially now, they're asking these ship guys to go out for longer.
Well, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the hoops that you got to jump through now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I just gotta there's a club that wants everybody vaccinated in order to perform there. So if you're not vaccinated, or they want you taking a COVID test coming in. So
right.
Even if you're vaccinated, you still have to take a COVID test. So it's just affected everything. But it's like all the shows I do now, the audiences are so like, God, they really miss laughing. They really miss having a good time. So it's almost like you're doing a mitzvah for people now.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of hecklers, or some people just go, yeah, we just want to laugh again. We just want to have fun.
Yeah.
It's been tough on a lot of people. And, so it's.
Yeah, I've noticed when you do the club, dude. I noticed when I did the clubs, people don't. A lot of times, like a late show Friday was an afterthought. It was like, what do you want to do? Fuck it, let's go to the comedy club. It was like a second or third option. Now people are going out, and you're right, man. The crowds are great. The crowds are dynamite, man. They're happy. They're happy to be out. They're happy to be laughing. They're happy to be doing a show. They're happy with all.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the Zanies. You were just there, but I'm gonna be there for New Year's Eve.
Oh, right on, dude. That's a great weekend, man.
Yeah,
downtown
Chicago for New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Okay, that's great, man. That's good. That's cool. I love that room. I love that downtown room. It's great.
I love Zanies. I love the organization. I've worked for those guys for 25 years. I love it.
Right.
They're just, just a great group of people.
Yeah.
And also Brad Garrett's, which I'm going to. I leave Monday. I just had to I have to get a COVID test tomorrow, and then I'm gonna head out Monday morning to head to Brad's place, which I was just out there for Carl Labove's memorial service, which was very nice.
Yeah, right.
That's cool. Carl.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. I wanted to go to that, but I was playing Zanies. I told you I went to a smaller one in L.A., but that one, I saw some pictures from that one. That was really nice for Carl, man. I love that guy. I mean, you know him obviously way better than I did, but we always talk about this before. He was the guy that inspired me to do stand-up, and a lot of guys say that. He was a genius.
Yeah, he was my mentor. He was a guy that kind of taught me how to, I mean, I was a club comic, and I got to open for Sam Kinison for a couple shows. And Carl was the guy who kind of took me under his wing and said, "You got to perform the whole joke. You got to be the whole joke. You got to tell the, you got to tell the joke and then perform the joke." And it added a dimension to my stand up that wasn't there. And he was a good friend and a mentor and a pal for many years. I just, it's kind of weird. Like all those guys I looked up to, like Mitchell Walters passed away.
Yeah.
Paul Mooney died, and then it's that generation of guys is kind of sad.
Yeah, you're the same generation of guys that I looked at, those 70s comics, the guys that came up through the Comedy Store and all these dudes the guys that owned rooms. Like back then you had to own a room, you know what I mean? Like when you walked up, which is your style. I mean, you walk up and you pretty much, you own the room. I always joke every time I watch you work, I think you're going to explode.
Well, I just have a passion for what I do. I like doing it. It kind of, gives me this like unique kind of thing, and I like it. I'm a ranter and a raver, and I think that, I like it. I like getting in there and mixing it up a little bit. That's just the guys I watch. I mean, I grew up watching Carlin and Pryor and all the guys at the Comedy Store, Shandling and Dice and Carlin and Kinison and just like all these like monster comics. It was that's the way they did it. That's how I learned to do it.
Right. Yeah, that'd be a wild time. You were a door guy at the store back then, weren't you?
I was. Today is Robin Williams' birthday. I just posted a picture of me.
That's right.
Marty Noodles Levenstein were in our tuxedos because back then the doorman had to wear tuxedos on the weekends at the Comedy Store. And that's a picture of me and Noodles with Robin Williams because today is his 70th birthday.
Oh, man.
God rest his soul, but Robin was one of the best.
Dude, that had to be the greatest time to work. I mean, I started at the Comedy Store like 86, 87, but I bounced around a lot. That had to be the coolest time to be at that Comedy Store, man. That had to be just the best because everybody was in there. Pryor would stop in and do a set. Robin Williams was there.
I mean, dude, everybody. Like, guys like Harry Basil and it was a Tom Wilson. It was just Finest Henderson and just Rex Meredith and Jeff Cesario and Louis Anderson and all these like great comedians. I mean, it was and for like a guy like me, I mean, I was a kid. I was a doorman. I used to watch these guys every night. It was like your own personal, college on how to be funny, and that's kind of was Mitzi's system. You had to start working the door, which means you had to watch the shows and you watch the comedians to get to see how it was done right. And then if you if you learned anything, you picked it up and you were able to apply it to your own life, your own act.
Yeah, dude, that's the greatest workshop ever. Is to stand in the back of the room and just watch those guys work. You know what I mean? I love watching great comics really work a room. My favorite part is like when I see a guy. Well, Carl was a guy like that. Remember early on, I kind of told the story before, but early on at Shrenkus, which is a gig that I kind of when I started out. You were with Sam at that time, and I was kind of hosting these open mics there. But Carl and you guys would come in. But I got to watch Carl. One of the greatest things is to watch a guy create on stage, and Carl would just go up there and fucking create on stage out of nothing. And that was brilliant.
Well, he was a brilliant performer in the fact that he could do like a 45-minute set about what happened that day.
I know.
I mean, he was just one of those guys. I mean, you'd watch him. I would be just be befuddled going, half of that stuff happened today. You were with him when it happened. Then he went up and he did an act about it. It was unbelievable. He was a gifted special comedian that Carl Labove was, for sure.
Yeah, that's a total no fear thing too, man. You know what I mean? If you're going up there in front of a bunch of people and doing stuff that happened 5 hours ago, that's just no fear. You know what I mean? That's just throwing it all out there. That's an impressive thing to do. You know, rehearsing, you just go, fuck it, I'm going to talk about the thing at Ralph's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he knew how to construct a bit, for sure.
So how much? You just got back from Vegas and now you're staying in Florida, man. Are you getting much golfing in while you're down there? You must love.
Well, you know what? I'm trying to. I'm actually working on something else. I'm trying to lose a little weight. I've been doing yoga and I've been working with a trainer, and I'm just enjoying that process right now. And I just want to see in a month, maybe 2 months, and then take my game back out onto the golf course and see where we're at then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that yoga just opens your body up, man. It's great. And it's heated yoga. I mean, I'm telling you, I sweat. When I leave, I'm drenched, and I'm drenched from my own sweat. It's ridiculously, but it's a guided meditation with movement is the best way to explain it. And it's, man, it's just next level stuff. I just love the meditation. I've never really meditated. I mean, I lived in LA for 23 years, and I never did a yoga class. I moved to Delray Beach, Florida. I'm doing yoga 3 times a week. It's like, what
Yeah, you did that backwards.
It's the real deal, man. This guy Frankie that runs the class he's like a real dedicated yogi, and he just gives you guided meditations, and then he incorporates a lot of this cool stuff. And man, it's challenging, you know. Like growth happens outside your comfort zone, and I'm not really comfortable. I'm not really like super flexible, but I'm flexible enough to do this. And but I really love the meditative aspects of it.
Dude, I got to do the hot yoga, man. I heard it's how hot does it get in there? It's like humid hot, heat hot.
It gets to it's not like Bikram. Bikram gets to be about 112. They make it about 112 degrees in the room. This is probably, I would say, maybe 100 degrees.
All right.
And so today was especially hot because I got the heaters fixed. But but you know, it's
that's good.
I mean, you're sitting there. I can smell nicotine coming out of my body, and liquor, and souls of ex-girlfriends just leaving my body. You know, it's really, you know. And I haven't really had a cigarette in a bunch of years, but I mean, it's just kind of leaving. You know, you just kind of like, wow, this is it's good.
Years
it's good
of
body.
it's 30 years of road toxins pouring out of your pores.
Well, that's the great thing, man. Just getting everything out, just flushing everything out of your body. It's really good for you. It's cleansing. It's kind of cathartic, and it's healing, and it's you know, I enjoy it. You know.
Nice, right on.
And I wouldn't have thunk I would.
Yeah, I never would have made you. I would have never made you as a hot yoga guy. It's the last thing. If there was a list of like 10 things, I wouldn't have guessed out of 100. I would have never guessed that for Schubert. What's Schubert doing in Florida? Hot yoga? Bullshit. There's no way he's doing hot yoga.
No, dude. It's changed. My whole life's changed. You know. I mean, look. Listen. It was like this last past year. I lost a couple of friends. Actually, like 4 or 5 friends. The people that I knew passed away. I just want to enjoy my life, man. Life is short, bro. It's the blink of an eye. Yeah. I mean, you know, like just like yesterday I was freaking 35, and you know, now you're in your 50s, and it just goes so fast.
Yeah.
And I've been humping the highway for 30 years, man, and all over the world, man, like China, 3 tours in China and Hong Kong and Singapore, Macau, all through Asia and all through, you know, I went to Afghanistan with Drew Carey and Kosovo, and you've been everywhere in America 3 times, North America, South America, you know, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Guantanamo Bay, Honduras, El Salvador. I mean, just all around the world, doing shows everywhere. Israel, Ireland, festivals, all kinds of stuff. And so I'm glad I did all that stuff. I'm glad I did, because this pandemic has changed everything. So I got to see the world, and I got to do something I love to do. You know, Lenny, you do a lot of acting, which is great. I mean, I see, me and you kind of figured that out early. If we could get, you know, do some acting on top of the stand-up.
Yeah, right.
It's a nice, you know, you get your health insurance, you know, you get a pension fund if you do enough acting.
Yeah, there's no pension for comics. That's the only way you can.
There's
no pension for comics. Yeah.
No, but it's great. I mean, I just got the paperwork to fill out. I'm going to take my pension early.
Oh, right on, dude. I got tons of friends that do that, man. I got the one I have is I can't go early at 55 because I have the 8-year pension, not the 10-year. It's different, but I get mine at 65. But I know a bunch of guys that took it at 55. And then the cool thing is you can still work like up to a point and do a couple of parts here and there, and then go on the road and do whatever. But you're getting your pension every month. That's genius.
Yeah, well, you know, just get it deposited right into a you know, money market or whatever the thing is, and invest it however you need to invest it, and do it that way. I mean, you know, I'm on the 10-year deal, so I'm just trying to figure out. I figured this is like right around. It's a good time to take it now. And I mean, you know, my bills, you know, by being in Florida, I mean, I've cut my bills in half.
Yeah, right.
Like, I mean, I'm saving so much money just in housing and gas and food, and it's really cheap down here. And I look, I know it's the summertime here, but the summertime's hot everywhere. I was just in Vegas, it was 100 degrees.
Yeah.
New York City, it's hot. It's hot everywhere in the summertime.
Yeah, Chicago's hot, dude. It was hot in Chicago last week.
I go, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's just 3 months. 3 months. You got to worry about 3 months down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but dude, quality of life is such a big deal, dude. I noticed I was in Chicago for the last few weeks, and I've been in LA for a day. I went and filled my car up. $70 to fill my car with gas. $70 to fill my Toyota or my Nissan Altima. It's not even that big of a tank. You know what I mean? It's $70, and then I went grocery shopping, and I meant not to mention everything else, bread and everything else here. You don't realize, I didn't notice much when I was working ships because I was on a ship all the time. I never paid attention to ship. Yeah. But now I've been on land, and man, everything here is just crazy. It's way expensive here.
Well, you know what the interesting thing is? There used to be a reason to live out in Los Angeles. I don't think there's any reason now. I mean, I just got an audition for a role that I just read via Skype. I just record my auditions and just send it into them.
Right.
I mean, that's what Vimeo is. I got a Vimeo account. I just send up the videos and make them public, and they can download them, and then they send them into the casting directors. I mean, look, I can go to L.A. Shit, I got plenty of friends out there. I mean, if I need to go out to L.A. for 7 days, I'll go out to L.A. for 7 days. I'm going to be in Vegas for 2 weeks, and I'm going to swing down to Los Angeles. Like, I'm going to be out there the 9th through the 12th, and then I go to Austin. So, I can come out there and work the Comedy Store. I can do, look, I'm a road comic. That's what I do. I travel around. I can go out there and hang out in Los Angeles for 2 weeks if I need to. It's not really changing anything. It's just, life's a little cheaper and a little better here. I'm just trying to enjoy my life a little bit.
Yeah, quality of life is a big deal, dude. Quality of life is I think I learned that more this last year than anything. The quality of life.
I think a lot of people did. I think this has woken people up to the fact that, it's what do you really want in your life? What do you really want to do? Right. I mean, before, I don't think a lot of people could answer the question, I mean, what makes you happy? And how do you, what figure that out and just go do that.
Right.
What feeds your soul? What makes you ecstatic? Then go do that. Play golf. If it's golf, go play golf. Go enjoy your life. For right now, I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it. It's been kind of nice.
Well, I got a couple of friends.
Here. The weather's great. I live 5 minutes from the beach. I mean, I get up in the morning. Sometimes, I swear to God, I never used to get up at 5:30 in the morning. I get up at 5:30 in the morning and get my coffee. I see the sun's coming up at 6:47. So I'll go to the beach. I'll drive down to the beach about 6 o'clock. I'll walk for about 30, 40 minutes. I'll turn around, I'll walk back. I'll watch the sun come up, rise up the thing. And then I'll just jump in my car and go to the gym and work. I would get there about 7:30, do 30 minutes of cardio, work with my trainer for an hour. Go do yoga. I mean, what's better than that, man?
Dude, you're going to be a perfect old man in Florida, up at 5 in the morning looking at the sunrise.
Hey, man. Hey, look, dude, you got to fill your head with beauty, especially with all this shit's going on. I stopped watching the news. I don't watch the news anymore. I barely watch television. I listen to music all day. I read books. I work on, I just do things that I enjoy doing. I often said this, the television is the enemy in your house.
Yeah.
It's the enemy in your house. When you're sitting there and tell me, TV, what should I be upset about today? Who should I be angry with today, TV? And, I swear to God, man, when you unplug from all that television and media, you just listen to music. I cook. I love to cook, man. I make some great food. I mean, I've been known as the little chef down here. I started messing around with these egg rolls. I made these avocado egg rolls, the ones that you get at Cheesecake Factory. And I started playing around with the contents of a Reuben sandwich. You put some Swiss cheese and some corned beef and some sauerkraut, and you make egg rolls. You make Reuben egg rolls.
Dude, that's genius, dude. I love it. So you're a completely different guy now.
15 years ago, I would have been doing that. But now,
no. 15 years ago, you'd been going to bed at 5 in the morning. You were going to bed at 5 in the morning 15 years. Well, dude, I'm the same thing. Like, two things I thought about this last year too. Not just like we were talking about quality of life, and a lot of people are looking at a lot of things. I think another thing played into it, which was this quarantine, this whole COVID thing lasted longer. Like, if this was a month or two, I think people would have approached it and dealt with it differently. Because once it started to drag out, I think a lot of people are going, what the fuck? What am I going to do, man? I have no idea. But then as the year went by, people realized, oh, shit, I'm good. I figured that out. That's no big deal. I guess I could figure. You know what I mean? I think people were so scared a year ago to have the role pulled out from under them, and then after a year of everything being turned upside down and changed, not going out, they realized, oh shit, I don't need to go to this job. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. So that helps them focus on the things they want more, or they want to do more.
Yeah, well, that's what it was. I think you're right. I think people go, well, like if you had all this time on your hands, what would you do? And then you had all this time on your hands. So some people figured it out. Some people became pretty good at day drinking. I wasn't one of those people. I was just out, I mean, I would go on walks like 5-6 miles every day. I'd go hit golf balls down at the range. I mean, I would just, and then I just, I just got to a point in LA where I was like, if I don't get out of here, I may not ever be able to leave.
Yeah.
And I don't, and I was just going, there's no reason to live out here anymore. I mean, dude, I had like 30 people living underneath the bridge.
Yeah.
Like 2 blocks from my house.
Oh, yeah, shit, because you're over right with the cold water bitch. Yeah, cold water by the 101.
Yeah, and then, there was a group of homeless living underneath the Witsit one, and someone tried to burn them out. Like, someone set that whole thing on fire.
Oh, man.
And, like, 3 days later, I was just like, what are these people? It's too much, man. I don't want to see that shit every day. It's enough. It's weird that, like, a country like ours, I find it to be that a country as wealthy as ours is, that you would have these people just living underneath a bridge, and it would be fine. They didn't seem to want to help these people, or they would put like showers and bathroom units there so they could shower and but it's only like that because they want it like that. If they didn't want it like that, it wouldn't be like that. I can guarantee you that. But the people in power, for some reason, think it's okay. And it's sad. I mean, you talk about California. It's the only state in America where, dogs have to walk down the street and worry about stepping in human shit. I mean, it's people just dropping trowel and dropping mud. And just, I mean, there was a woman she was just on the front steps of a church, was just defecating. It was like, what, are you kidding me? I mean, usually you got to pay good money to watch someone do that. But she was doing it right in front of the church. I mean, it was horrible. Thanks for getting those, Lenny.
No problem. Yeah, no, I'm not the only one. They're getting them too. They understand.
I mean, I just like, I get just tired of beating your head against the wall. I did my, like, I was out there for like 30 years, man. Yeah. And I was just like, you know what, I'm good. I had my run. I had a good run, like you. I had a lot of fun, and I'm ready to.
Yeah, plus now you take that early, if you take that early retirement and the whole, like, the audition process has changed so much. Not only are you auditioning online, you're doing callbacks online sometimes. They don't do anything till they fly you out. They'll book you and fly you out. You know what I mean? Then it's a whole process. But before that, it's all online.
Well, then you get to obviously I'm vaccinated, and I got to take a COVID test to go to Brad's. I mean, I'm getting up tomorrow at 10:30 and going taking a COVID test so that'll be back before I leave Monday to go to Brad's place. Right. But yeah, it's weird, man. Just when you think this thing, they got a hold of it. For some reason, people who are vaccinated are getting COVID-19. I mean, what the fuck was the vaccination for?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on anymore. I wore my mask when I flew.
Anybody does.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that no one's known, and they keep changing. I mean, we're back to masks here in California. I mentioned earlier, we're in the gym earlier today, and I'm wearing a mask again. I'm like, oh, that's okay, great. I'm back to wearing a mask in California.
What do you got to do to become considered an expert? Put on a tie?
I don't know.
What are you going to just wear a tie? I guess. Let me tell you what I really feel about this. I mean, it's insane. Yeah. But I'm excited to go to Brad's. I'm excited to go out to Las Vegas. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to have some fun. I'm out there for 2 weeks. I'm doing Brad's, and then the week after, I'm doing the LA Comedy Club.
Oh, nice. My buddy's
over there. Nice. Have you done that room?
No, I haven't actually. I would love to. I got to look. I got to talk to that guy. I got to reach out to that guy.
Yeah, Matt, my buddy Matt. They used to book me a while ago, but I stopped working for him, and then I made sure I cleared it with Cindy to see if it was okay. She just don't work anywhere while you're working
the week off. Yeah.
That's
what's cool about Vegas, dude. Is like, because I got Brad's coming up in October. I'm there right after the Bears are there. I'm there. I purposely try to book around when the Bears are there. So I got Brad's room one week.
I love working that room because the people are amazing. Brad is just the greatest guy, man. What a fun guy to work for, man.
Yeah,
he's a monster on stage too. He's a monster on stage, and he hosted that event for Carl Labove. It was so classy and so well done.
Yeah.
I was really, really impressed. In fact, I have to shoot him a text tomorrow and just tell him how much I enjoyed it and thought that what a great job they did.
Dude, that guy is he's a great. I've never met Brad, but he's texted me a couple times when I've worked the club. That guy's a great guy. He doesn't have to do all the shit he does for comics and stuff.
He's a really, really genuine guy. He's he took care of Carl and helped him out a little bit, and then to be able to hold the event at his club, it was really nice, really well done. It was beautiful. So I'm going to shoot him a text and just tell him how much I thought that the affair was really.
Yeah, I don't think a lot.
It was really worthy of Carl. That's what I was going to say.
That's cool. That's very cool. I think it's always great to hear a story about a guy like that because I've told these stories before, and I've heard numerous stories about Brad. Kristen Key just told me a story about she was there working and something happened and her dad got sick and he flew her home to see her dad. I mean, he just does stuff for comics and goes out of his way to do stuff for people just because he's a wonderful person. He's amazing.
Well, he does. He has a charity. He's also lost his brother, who was also a great guy. He used to run the club, and he passed away.
I didn't know that.
I think from something similar to what Carl did. So he understands it. He lost his own brother to cancer. I mean, it's just, man, it's great working for guys like that. They're good people. It's just a good organization, and I enjoy. I like working with him. He's not going to be there this week, but it'll still be a fun week regardless.
Yeah, when I'm there in October, he's hosting that week. That's the first week I'm working with him. That's what Cindy told me. So I'm gonna get to.
That'll be fun, man. He's a monster, bro.
I heard, man. I can't. I've heard about the lineups. I heard before. I mean, the guy crushes. He goes up there and crushes, and then I look at those lineups sometimes. I'm like, geez, that's. You go. Well, you were there one time when you were there. Brad was there. Chris Rock stopped in, and all these guys.
Chris Rock stopped in. I had to follow Chris Rock. And Seinfeld came in, and he did 20. So I had to follow Brad and then Seinfeld, and then I had to go on, which was fine because I could totally do that. But I mean, lesser comics might have
they would have freaked out.
The audience already got Brad Garrett. You got Jerry Seinfeld.
Right.
Your night's done. I could suck, and you people are still going to have a great night.
Yeah.
Because you already saw Brad and Jerry.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, the next day they're not going to be walking around talking about the last guy. You know what I mean? They're going to be talking about the fact we saw Brad and Jerry last night.
So let me ask a question. How's LA doing now? Have you noticed some changes out there?
I've been gone for the last 3 weeks. I just got back today, so I've been driving around looking at it. I know that they're doing a big homeless cleanup in Venice. They have this recall election thing going on right now with Newsom, and then they're trying to do the same thing for the DA that they put into office. I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't driven around and seen much. It's still, people seem to be angry out here, dude. You know what I mean? It seems like there's a lot of pissed off people everywhere I go. They're just snappy.
Well, 6 million people have left the state.
Yeah,
I Google it. It's 6 million people have left the state.
That's
they just voted with their feet. They just said, "You can have it. You want it, you can have it. I'm going elsewhere."
Yeah, they're going everywhere. They're going to Arizona. They're going to Texas. They're going to Florida. They're going
to Las Vegas. They're going to Utah. They're going to Des Moines, Iowa. They're going.
Well, Cap is going. Cap is moving to Vegas now. He's doing that. He's moving.
Yeah, he told me as soon as his girl graduates high school, which is should be right now. He's got a place up there and he's ready to rock and roll. But there's a lot of work up there. That's a smart move,
Yeah.
I talked to Brian McKim and his wife Tracy. They were a Carl Labove's thing, and they go, "We've been here. We just love it. It's not having to jump on a plane every week. The audience flies in. You just do your shows."
Yeah, I've heard. The whole reason I'm in LA, bro, is because of the kids. It's my daughter goes to college here. It's kind of a deal. I got her living with me, and I told them that they can move back in with me. They love it here, so that's why I'm here. Otherwise, I'm always trying to talk them into moving. I'm always like, hey, Vegas is a good town. And I was just in Chicago for 2 weeks. I'll be honest with you. I always walk around going, shit, I could live here again. I love Chicago so much. I had a great time for 2
Yeah,
weeks.
Chicago's a great city. Chicago really is. I mean,
Yeah.
the great thing about being a touring comedian is you get to go to all these places and
I know, right?
check them out. I
Yeah.
love Chicago. I've had a lot of fun in Chicago, bro.
Yeah.
That's a great city.
Yeah.
That's people. That's a toddling town, baby. Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
Chicago. Yeah. I like the people there. Actually, that's like New York with Midwest sensibilities. The
Yes,
thing that makes
exactly.
Chicago great
Yeah.
are the people.
Yeah.
The people in Chicago are so nice and so
Yeah.
kind, and in certain areas, obviously, but but I just, man, I always have a blast when I go there.
Yeah, I loved it. I had a blast there for 2 weeks. It was great. It was a little much. The first Rosemont, my brother worked with me in Rosemont, so he featured and I headlined, and it was a lot because every night was family, and every night was, you go back to Philly, dude. You have the same thing where you're doing shows, and then it's dinner before the show. You do the show, and then drinks after, and the next day is dinner, and then maybe a lunch, and then the show, and then after like 5 days, I'm like,
well, yeah. When I go back to Philly, it's like I got so many. I got like 5 brothers.
Right,
I got
right.
all the kids. I got to go spend time with the nieces and nephews. I got to spend, it's maybe slipping around the golf with a couple of my brothers and play. Go see and spend time with my mom and dad. I'm lucky enough to still have, so I don't want to ever take that for granted.
right.
I mean, I got, last time I went back, I didn't tell anybody. I did a couple gigs to pay for my ticket, and I hung out with my mom and dad, and I cooked all day for them. I cooked food, prepared food for my mom and my dad, and I fed them, and it was nice. It was just nice. My mom loved it. She goes, I love it.
Dude, that's the best.
Cook for me anytime.
Yeah, she's got to be all happy. Look at you cooking for me. Did you make him those egg rolls?
No, I didn't make the egg rolls for him, but I made a bunch of other dishes,
Nice. Right on. That's good. How often do you go back to Philly? When are you going back there again?
Well, the great thing is now that I live down here in Delray Beach. The airport.
Oh, that's great. Your parents are down there?
No, they're up in Philly.
Okay.
But I can jump. I go to West Palm Beach Airport. There's a Frontier Airlines. It flies right into Trenton. It flies into Trenton. That's like a 15-minute Uber ride to my parents' house. So I
no
can
way.
just fly up. Yeah, it's real close. It's a small, tiny airport. It's the greatest. I mean, it's the greatest little airport. You just fly in. It's a no-brainer, man. In and out. It's beautiful.
Right.
2.5 hours, I'm home.
Dude, that's genius. That's very cool. That's a win-win.
Yeah, well, that was, and plus my brother Joey has a house down here in Palm Beach Gardens. So my nieces and nephews come down here. Him and his wife come down here. A lot of our neighborhood friends that we grew up with come down here. They all have, they had a couple of people have they have houses down here for in the winter. They all ditch out and come down to Florida.
Right.
So, I have friends here because I used to live here back in the day from like 92 to 96. I lived out here. And it was, so I still have some friends from down here.
Nice. Right on. That's dude, that's good, man. It's a smart move down there. All right, I'm going to go to the board really quick because some people are saying hello to you. You got to say hello to Keith Runyon, who's been bugging me to have you back on the show since the last time he was here. He doesn't live far from you, man. He's in Florida down there. So
hey, Keith, what's up, man?
There you go. He's been down he texts me constantly. When's Jimmy come back? I can't have Jimmy on every fucking week, but I can have him back. So there we go. And then Shauna Johnson also agrees with you on the airport. I guess she's from there. There's half these people on this board are from Florida, and the other half are from different parts of the country. And nobody has questions. Keith says you should open your own comedy club where you live. Which I don't know if you want to own a club. Fuck that.
That might be fun, actually. Yeah. Just go in there and I got enough material. I could go up every night and do a 20-minute set.
Dude, you could be the Bill Brady. You ever know who Bill Brady is? Bill Brady's the guy in the south side of Chicago, ran a small little comedy club. It's Denise's Winery. And he was there a long time, 25, 30 years. And but everybody in the south side went in to see Bill Brady. And he was just the guy. Everybody knew Bill Brady. Everybody knew him. He went up and he did jokes about he lived in the south side. He's from Chicago, Chicago Ridge, down in that area. There we go. Shauna lived in Boca Raton. That's nice. How far are you from Boca Raton? I don't know shit about Florida, bro. I know the ports.
I'm 10 minutes away.
Oh, look at you. That's good. Dude,
who lives there?
Shauna Johnston. She's one of the people that watches the show. She did live there for a while. Keith, now, the Runyons live outside of Tampa, which is where my mom lives. My mom lives in Venice, Florida, which is on the other.
Yeah, it's nice up there. I love the St. Petersburg, Tampa. It's beautiful up there.
Yeah, right on.
Really nice.
Yeah, I like it up there. I haven't been over there in a while. I haven't seen my mom since before COVID. So you know what I mean. So she locked herself in the house because she's got 19 things wrong with her. She's one of those people. You know, she beat cancer 3 times. So she doesn't want to talk to anybody. She's in the house. She's like, I'm not going out. I'm like, all right, that's okay. Good for you.
You can't blame her. Some people just, I mean, some people are just like, good. We gotta go. Ain't gonna go outside.
Dude, I know there's some people here though. Like I'm not going to downplay COVID because I know it's a serious thing. A lot of people got sick from it, but the younger you are, this seems to be the healthier you are. And I have friends here that are still locked in their house, fucking drinking. They won't go out and do anything.
Well, here's the thing. I'm working on my wellness. I'm not working on my sickness.
Right. There you go. That's a great way to put it, man.
Part of the problem is, like, I don't watch television, so I don't have somebody constantly going, it's the worst thing ever. I mean, I just don't. What I do is I do my wellness shots. I got some apple cider vinegar that I make. I take some ginger root and some turmeric and some lemon and some honey, and I put it in a jar, and I just let it ferment. I let all that, and I just do wellness shots. I make my own wellness shots. So I'll do those first thing in the morning and drink 1.5 liters of water. I mean, I'm just I eat healthy down here. I eat much better down here because I like to cook and so I don't. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people can, do whatever they want, but I'm done, bro. I'm living my life. I've had it up to here. I've done all the fucking thing they say to do. I'm not really a people person anyway. It's not like I'm going to sporting events or, if I'm out on a golf course by myself or with another golfer in a cart, or I'm at the beach or, I'm at the gym, but the gym is, it's not, I'm there at like 7:00 in the morning. So it's not even packed. There's very few people in there,
Well, the wellness thing is that's a great way to put it, dude. You're focusing on your wellness, not your sickness. Because I generally eat really well too. I have a juicer. We bought one of those Breville juicers.
Oh, they're great.
Dude, we make green juice constantly. We drink it all the time. It's the fucking best. That is like better than coffee. Like in the morning, I'll have a cup of green juice. I mean, I feel like I could take down a truck.
Dude, I do a cup of spinach. I do a kiwi. I do a Granny Smith apple. I do an avocado and just blend it. And I put like collagen and I put some, some other like mushroom powders and some other stuff in there. But I'll do that. I mean, it's so funny. Even after I get done with this, I'm going to do a nice smoothie before I go to bed.
Right.
Dude,
I can't believe this conversation we're having. That's cracking me up. Every once in a while, I flash back to Mount Prospect when we did it. When we worked together in the 80s, and it broke a lot of rules. Like in one, you know what I mean? You're the same guy that did the bit about the fucking the cocaine spill on a jet ski going, get it all! Just jump right around. Or the joke you used to do about cut me a line of coke. What's your name? My name is John Finkel Ringer. And the guy cut your name into a big
James Francis Christopher Schubert III, my man. Get chopping.
Now you're hilarious. Like, I take a little collagen and honey, and I shake it up, and I let it ferment.
Hey, well, listen, I finally treating my body like the temple that it is.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Oh, dude, look, there's no question about it. Yeah, you're right. Different times, dude.
Yeah.
Look, hey, here's the good news: is that we survived. I survived it. We survived it because I don't do that shit anymore. I'm telling you, I'm all about taking care of myself, and it's
right.
It's long overdue. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just working on.
It feels good though, man. It's funny because even at 56, I left the gym today and I had a pretty good workout, and I felt dynamite walking out of there. I mean, I feel now I'm at the point where I feel great when I leave the gym. If I don't go, I'm miserable. So
well, the thing is, you're just doing those like I appreciate. Like every time I go to the gym, I go, I'm going to thank my body's going to like for this. Here's what I'm doing. Like I'm telling you, for Christmas, if I keep up this pace that I'm on, I'm just going to I'm going to get down to about 210. I'm going to look great. I'm going to just eating healthy, and I'm telling you, and I'm going to be able to it's going to be great. I can't wait. It's a present to myself. So
nice, good, feels better. My daughter was just talking to me about it the other day because it was cool. My oldest daughter, she goes, I'm really impressed because you take care of yourself, and I was like, oh, wow, I do, because I don't really think about it, but I do now. But you know what? That's because now it's a daily thing. It's not like I have to think about taking care of myself. I automatically get up every morning and
because it's a habit. You formed a habit of doing
it.
And here's the interesting thing. I was working with my trainer the other day. He goes, here's the thing, Jimmy. Everybody works and they put the money in their bank account. And they put all this money in their bank account. nobody makes deposits in their health account. And what happens at the end of their life, they're sick, so they take all the money out of their bank account and they give it to doctors to make them better. What you should do is make deposits in your health account regularly. He goes, it's you can't, Steve Jobs and anybody who's not with us anymore will tell you it's the greatest thing that you can do for yourself. And it's probably the most important thing.
Right. Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it. That's a great way to put it, man. Did you? Hey, I gotta ask you this: did you have you had a knee replacement or a hip replacement?
I had 2 knee replacements.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Well, here's the thing. I was bow-legged. I was bone on bone. I was in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah, I knew you were in the bike
whack.
Right.
For a long time, I was in a lot of pain, and I was just managing my pain. And, it hurt. It hurt to walk, and it was painful. And then I got both my knees replaced with my Screen Actors Guild insurance. Thank you, SAG.
Yeah.
Who gave this guy insurance? He clipped us for 2 new knees. But I got 2
Suckers.
new knees, and I'm so glad I did it. I got like 2 inches back in my height.
Yeah.
The doctor that did it was having a special. You get 2 knees. I give you a third one free. So I had to put a knee joint in the middle of my pecker so I could fuck around corners. Fantastic. So I got 2 new knees. But I'm telling you, it's the best thing I did because I'm not in pain anymore.
Yeah.
I had a great surgeon, first of all, the Yakubian brothers, Stefan Yakubian, who works at the orthopedic surgery specialists. They did such a great job. My scars look like paper cuts. He did such a great, phenomenal job.
Okay.
And I really, really kind of embraced the rehab. And that's what the yoga about it. The yoga for me is about getting flexible and getting some movement back in my knees and getting my knees back to, or opening my hip joints and doing all that stuff. That's what I'm really, really working on, is just trying to get my hips opened up and just trying to get my body opened up and just trying to get flexible.
Right.
And just trying to, it's, because it's important. It's important for if you want to live a quality life, you just believe me, walking on the beach and doing yoga, if that's all I do for the rest of my life, it'd be fantastic. But it's good. It's good. It's a good workout. I was at the gym this morning, so put an hour in. We did legs. We did a little chest and some back. So
I gotta look into that hot yoga. That sounds a really good idea. I got the
I'm like a life coach over here.
Yeah, dude, you say this is great. You're my life coach. I would have never said that 20 years ago, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Who's your life coach? Jimmy Shubert. You're Jimmy Shubert. You're fucked.
I don't want to say I'm fucked up, but my life coach has a whistle. No, it's just, dude, I just want to enjoy my life a little bit, man. I've been like hopping in and off. You travel like that too, man. You hopping on planes and airplanes and Uber rides and run through airports all over the world, man. I just want to just slow down for a minute, just like breathe the air and just enjoy life a little bit. That's all. That's all this is. And the more I do it, the more I want to do it.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still auditioning. I got a great manager that's getting me out on auditions. I'm starting to do a podcast myself. I'm doing it with Flip Schultz. Me and Flip Schultz are doing a podcast.
Yes.
So that'll be coming. Coming out soon. We're just gonna get about 15 or 20 of them in the can, and then we'll start releasing them. But that'll be fun. I like doing Flip. Flip's real funny. He's a great
really
guy.
Funny. Yeah.
Yeah, and we get along real well. And so, I'll just do that. You make adjustments. I'm going to be shooting a pilot up in Atlanta next month.
Nice.
So, yeah, well, that's where they're filming a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in Atlanta now, right? How far? So
I'm just trying to do all that and just trying to make adjustments and figure it out. Adapt.
Dude, that's so but it's nice, dude. Like you said, things have changed where you don't have to stay in LA to do any of this crap anymore. You can go pretty much anywhere. They shoot so much stuff everywhere that you can be anywhere in the country. That's opened up a lot of doors.
That's what they have airplanes for. I mean, I can go back out to LA and stay out there for 2 weeks if I want to. Get an Airbnb and just hang out there and do what I need to do. Right. I mean, look, it's what I've done for the last 30 years. I've been everywhere, man. Israel, Afghanistan.
Yeah, travel's travel, man. You know what I mean? Just no big deal to jump on a plane and go somewhere real quick. You know what I mean? As much traveling as you've been doing.
Yeah, I mean, I just flew out to Vegas on Saturday. Carl's event was Sunday. I was on a plane Monday morning at 7 o'clock. It's
Right.
boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
almost lost you.
I'll let you hang in, man. Take care. Watch the tech guys. You got the,
So,
you got the tech guys. All right, one more question from the board, man. I don't know. I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to answer it anyway. Do you got the Runyon saw you at Side Splitters in Tampa? They want to know if you have any plans to go back there.
Yeah, Brian Thompson just reached out to me. They're opening a new room up there.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to go up there and do a couple nights at the Side Splitters in Tampa. And then, but, you know, the best place to go is my website, jimmyshubert.com. I usually have all my tour dates listed, or if you follow me on social media, on Twitter or Instagram, I'm always posting stuff on Instagram about my upcoming shows. That's also Jimmy Shubert. It's Shubert, like the theater, not there's no C in Schubert. It's Shubert. But I always post stuff up there, and people can follow me along. Plus, I put really good comedy clips up on Instagram. You know?
Yeah, dude. Are you doing those yourself, or you got somebody doing that stuff for you? Your clips, your videos.
No,
your
I work
shorts?
with a kid named Brendel Biddlecombe who works with all things comedy. They have a social media division,
Right.
and Brendan is just phenomenal, man. I mean, he runs my stuff like a TV station. He's really good. He used to do the social media for the Comedy Store, but I got to tell you, you know, I like when I was doing Last Comic Standing, and I've done some of these movies. I've hired publicists, you know, because it's one of the things you need, a publicist in this business. And, you know, they were very expensive, and they really didn't do much.
Right.
You paid $3,500 a month. You go, what the fuck did you do? You didn't do anything.
Yeah, right.
You know, and I got to tell you, man, it's the best money I spend because they take care of my, you know, my Twitter and my Facebook fan page and my Instagram account because, you know, that way I'm also covered. I'm not going to get canceled. I'm not going to tweet something stupid.
Right.
I'm not going to do anything like that. I just want to make people laugh. I just want to keep it going. I just want to, you know, look, there's enough craziness in the world. I just want to just try to make people laugh.
Right.
And that's what I do. I mean, that's the job of a comedian. I think people appreciate it, you know?
Dude, I think that's a smart approach because that's the approach, especially I took when I started going back out these last few months, was I spent so much time last year watching the news and what was going on in the world, and I know a lot of comics that talk about the politics and Trump and all this other stuff, and especially now, I think people just want to go out and enjoy themselves. They want to go out and laugh.
Well, you know what? Enough is enough is enough is enough.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, right.
I mean, look, if you think, look, I mean, Joe Biden is a bumbling, stumbling moron. You know, I'm not saying Trump was much better either, but I mean, you know, what you got is, if you're telling me in a country of like America, these are the two best people you could have to run the country. I mean, Hillary, and if not for him, it's Hillary Clinton, or like these people are career politicians. They're the worst. I don't give a fuck if you're a Democrat or you're a Republican. You're scum.
Yeah.
You've been fucking over the middle class in this country for the last 30 fucking years. If you think one side's better than the other, then you're a moron.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
Two wings attached to the same bird, and they go, it's like professional wrestling. Yeah. And then all these cable pundits like recite the talking points that are handed down. We're all getting fucking played.
Yeah, well, it's all ratings too now, man. They just want to get numbers. They want to get
ratings,
followers.
For what? It used to be news. It's not
Right.
even news anymore. It's like, I don't give a fuck what you think. You wear hairspray and foundation, and you're a fucking dude. I wouldn't have a fucking beer with you.
Right.
I don't care. You can't even get the fucking weather right. These people can't even get the weather right. You don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. I mean, you know, I don't. I'm telling you. I said it earlier. The television is the enemy in your house. Shut it the fuck off. Listen to music. Enjoy your life. Read a book.
Right.
Control the information. Your diet isn't just what you eat. Your diet is what you consume. If you consume the legacy media, then it consumes you.
Right.
Okay. I'd rather read a great book. I would rather listen to a great album. I got a record player. I listen to Ramones. I got Coltrane, and I listen to jazz. Miles Davis, man. I don't watch that shit. I think it's fucking rubbish. It's all garbage.
Right.
I don't care about it anymore. That's the thing about this pandemic. I don't care about sports anymore. I don't give a fuck about any of it.
Right.
I want to enjoy my life. What little time I have left on this planet, I want to enjoy my life. I want to fucking stop and smell the flowers. I want to put my fucking bare feet in the sand. I want to watch the fucking sun come up over the ocean. I want to take a dip in the ocean. I want to go to the gym. Try to like, see if I can, take care of this fucking body of mine. And that's it. I don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's all shit. Nothing ever fucking changes. Nothing ever fucking changes. Nothing ever fucking changes. So, all right, you won, you win. All right, I'm out. I don't give a fuck. Okay?
So what you're saying is, you don't.
So
give
how
a
do I
fuck.
really feel? Jimmy, stop sugarcoating.
Look, dude.
Tell us how you really feel.
Look, when I ask you to be on this podcast, I want you to be honest with me, not fucking sugarcoat everything and give me this sugary.
Well, I just had enough of it, man. I just had enough of it. I got none of it's fucking. Nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
It's like this TV. It's like, hey, you get to sit in front of your TV and you can watch some douchebag fucking sing or some idiot because they could dance with a fucking star. When I say star, I use the term loosely. There's fucking some. I mean, you get to text your vote in over your iPhone and the AT&T network while you sit on your couch and eat Haagen-Dazs and Pizza Hut and wash it down with Coca-Cola and work on your type 2 diabetes. And because that's that. I live a good life. You're a fucking get out, live your life a little bit.
The next time you start, I'm going to hit the solo shot on you and just go get a sandwich. I'm just going to go grab something.
Yeah. That's you finally got me all riled up now.
No, I like it. It took me 50 minutes to get you pissed off. All right, that's good. Dude, you're fucking right, though. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. Fucking quality of life, man. Quality of life is a big deal. Enjoy your life.
I got to tell you something. It seems like most of the problems started in this country are started by people who can't just mind their own fucking business.
Yeah, that's true.
Mind your own fucking business.
Yeah, why are you that? People are so worked up over what you're doing. Everybody wants to tell you what you're doing wrong. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to tell you.
And in the meantime, their fucking life is shit.
Yeah,
they want to take all this displaced emotional residue in their own fucking life and project it onto your life. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to tell you how to think and feel now. I'm going to tell you how to think and feel. This is how you should think and this is how you should feel. It's like, I got news for you. I'm an influencer. No, you're not. Not only do you not influence me, whatever you would do, I would do the exact opposite of. That's how little I think of you. I'm an Instagram model. No, you don't just get to call yourself a fucking model. There's got to be a standard of beauty attached to being a model. I don't even know it's fucking. Hey, why don't you post another picture of you in a bikini? The world's falling apart. We're going to hell in a handbasket. Never a shortage of you with a bikini shot. Fantastic. That's your contribution to society, you shallow, vacuous twat. Follow me on Instagram. No, I'm blocking you. I don't want to see your post at all. I got to cover this so you can go get a sandwich. Are you good?
I'm good. I think yoga is doing wonders for you. I think the meditation has really helped you out. Yeah, you look good. You're doing better down there. It's like you're a different guy.
Look, I'm centered. I'm centered now. Bro, you got my chakras all online.
This is like you without cocaine.
Now. You know what's funny? Because I told my brother, this is really affecting my ability to write stand-up comedy. Because now, I like, you just want to fucking snap at people. You go, huh? No, go, all right, let's just, just fucking, just fucking, usually I would snap and go crazy. Now I'm just trying to,
No, it's a fun balance, dude. Let me tell you something. When I got divorced, dude, I went to therapy for 3 years, and it completely changed my mindset and my path, and I really mellowed out a lot. And I had to rework the way I do my writing because I took everything that pissed me off on stage, and then I stopped being pissed off about a lot of things. But now I'm able to look at things that piss me off and just do them for the humor's sake. You know what I mean? Not get like all mad about it, but be able to make. You got to have that side of you still, because all comedy's based. I think the best comedy's based in pain and anger. I think that's where the best comedy comes from.
Well, I think. Well, it has to be authentic. Number one,
right?
So it's really, if you're talking about things that upset you, then it's easy to get to that authenticity to bring. So a lot of guys fake anger or they just yell their stuff.
Right.
I mean, there's got to be some punchlines in there. It can't just be all like you got to have some kind of a formula. You got to have some jokes in there and stuff.
Right. Fair enough. All right, man. All right, with that, I think we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go. We're gonna get out.
Lenny, it's always a pleasure, my friend. I really enjoy seeing you. I'm glad you had a good time in Chicago.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on again.
Anytime.
Always a pleasure, brother. Be well. Stay safe.
I will.
And, I'm going to be out there. When you go? When you hit?
I'll be in town. I was supposed to leave. On the 7th, but now I'm here till the 18th of August, so I'll be around.
Oh, great. I get there on the 9th. I get there on August 9th, and I'm around till like the 11th, and then I go to Austin. So
right.
I'll hit you up, man.
Yeah, hit me up.
Some lunch.
We'll get dinner or something. Yeah, all right. All right, cool. Folks, that's Jimmy Shubert.
Brother.
Everybody, Jimmy Shubert.
Thank you.
He's going to go do some hot yoga and calm down. That was great. That was Jimmy Shubert. That went great. That was a good show. I'm going back to the board. I posted Rachel's namaste comment when Jimmy was in the middle of his rant. I thought it worked out. It was perfect. That's the way it's supposed to go. Everyone says awesome to see Jimmy. All right, yeah, go see Jimmy. Check his website, jimmyshubert.com. Check that because he will be up there in Florida soon near you, Keith, doing side splitters and maybe opening the new room. So there you go. Here we go. I'm showing Vince's thing. Carrie's here. Carrie, are you just getting here? Wow, your timing is fantastic. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Rachel. You're welcome, Rachel. You guys were great. Thank you so much. I'm looking at the board. There weren't many questions today, but I did get some responses from some of you guys. And I think we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up like that. You guys were great. We're back next week we are back next week on Monday. Let me double check the calendar, make sure I'm correct. As I said, there will be a shift in scheduling because well, here are two reasons. One is my ship got canceled, so I'm not leaving. And secondly, we're petering along here as far as the quarantine goes. So I'm hoping everything's fine, but we're wearing masks in California. No, I'm driving home from L.A. Oh, Carrie was here. Hi, Carrie. How are you? You were in L.A. That's great. I'm in L.A. You should have sent me a message. Thank you, Vince. Thank you, Rachel. Thanks, everybody. Thanks you guys so much. Next week on Monday, we have Kathy Katz here. If you don't know who Kathy Katz is, Kathy and I did some work with Julia Bendis on her podcast. And Kathy is also, I believe she's a life coach. She's a matchmaker. And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff Monday. We're going to talk about relationships and dating. And she's another one. She sends me every once in a while a message. Do you want me to set you up with somebody? So we're going to talk to Kathy. I have Kathy next week on Monday. And on Wednesday of next week is Josh Sneed. That's who's here next week. I'll update the schedule and let you guys know what's going on. Besides that, yeah, Carnival ships are cranking up and going well. I just booked. I got canceled on the Freedom. For those of you that are curious, and but I booked the Glory the last 2 weeks of August. I'm sorry, last 2 weeks of September, the 19th through the 25th and the 26th through the 3rd of October. I will be on the Carnival Glory out of New Orleans, so that's the ship that I'm going to be on. But all of the ships are sailing now. The Carnival ships are going very well. No COVID issues on the Carnival ships so far. Things are going well. I know some of you have booked cruises. The Runnions have a cruise coming up. Some other guys have some cruises coming up. Things seem to be going very well on the ships, and especially as far as Carnival is concerned. So I'm excited about that. That's great. It seems like they did a great job to relaunch and all that. Keith is on the Magic the Halloween week. It's a great time to be on a cruise, by the way. I don't know if you've ever done a Halloween cruise. I've worked them lots of times. They're a lot of fun. In fact, I'm doing one out in California, and Anna will be with me on that trip. That's it. That's the whole show. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for being here. It's good to be back. It's good to be back home. It's good to be back live. It's good to be back streaming on YouTube. Please like the video if you watched it. Please subscribe. Also, if you want, you can support the show. Bam, look, there you go. There's some options to support the show right there. You already know, LennySchmidts.com/ if you can go to that, check it out. And there's a number of options for you to support the show financially, or you join the Patreon page. We got all kinds of Patreon stuff coming on. And this Saturday for the Patreon members, we have a Schmidt show, which is me doing live stand-up on the internet. I don't know how many more of those we're going to do because we're back doing clubs, but they seem kind of fun. I'm going to try it. And also, I came up with a bunch of new material this last run, so we're going to do it this Saturday live on the intraweb. If you're a Patreon member, you got to be a Patreon member to watch that. You can join that for as little as $1 a month. That's all. Join $1 a month, and you can be a Patreon member, and you get a link to see me do stand-up live on the interweb. That's this week, Saturday. Everything else is great. Thank you guys for being here. As always, you're the best. Do me one favor. Do me one favor. Do me one favor. Do me one favor. Dream of Pinky.
Lenny Schmidt Quarantine Comedy was created, produced, and is hosted by Lenny Schmidt. We live stream on YouTube at 6 p.m. Pacific every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Special episodes occasionally stream or are uploaded on Tuesday and Thursday. Every episode is also launched as a podcast and can be heard on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. If you enjoyed the show, please like the video. If you really like it, share the video. If you really, really like it, please subscribe to the Lenny Schmidt Comedy channel on YouTube. You'll get updates on this and numerous other online comedy content that my dad produces. Check the info section below for detailed information on all of our guests. If you are a fan, you can follow and support them as well. Go to their page, like their content, buy their albums, purchase a shirt, any merch they may be selling. Anything you do will support performers will literally help save the arts. In fact, if you want to support this show financially, just go to lennyschmidt.com/ifyoucan or Venmo at Lenny Schmidt Comedy. If you donate as little as $1 or as much as $10,000, it will help pay for the stuff my dad keeps breaking. If you can't pay for the comedy content, that's okay. COVID sucks for all of us. Enjoy the free show. If you want to find a way to support what we do, just subscribe to Lenny Schmidt Comedy channel on YouTube. That really helps a lot. Thank you for listening to my dad's show, and as always, dream of Pinky.